It's a busy weekend at the Taylor Sportsplex. Teams are traveling from all over the Midwest to participate in the youth sled hockey tournament.
Yeah, this competition is unlike most other hockey tournaments in the region. These players are tough and talented, overcoming unique obstacles both on and off the ice.
7 Action News reporter Faraz Javed introduces us to a few of the star skaters and shares their stories.
That's Detroit's Bell-Tire Bombers scoring a goal against Ohio's Wildcats. Connor Sandolowicz plays as a lefty for the local team, and the 7-year-old is always charged up to hit the rink with his teammates.
What's the one thing that you love the most about it?
Having fun.
Connor has a condition called spina bifida, and his mom Nicole was heartbroken when she learned that Connor would never be able to walk again.
They basically said that he could be in a vegetative state, so that, as a parent, it scares you.
But when Connor was 3 years old, he fell in love with hockey after seeing his grandpa play, and since then, the modified version of the sport has turned his life around.
And now you are here watching him play sled hockey. How does that make you feel?
I'm so excited, but I'm thrilled not only for him, but for his team. Like, these kids are amazing. These kids are truly amazing, but it's nice. It's nice to kind of say, hey, I'm a hockey mom, to kind of have that pride and saying that, so yeah.
Who's your best friend on the team?
Maybe Mr. Captain over there.
Alex Gershon is the captain of Bell-Tire Bombers, and Connor loves talking to this 14-year-old.
I'm kind of a role model for the team, I guess.
Alex, too, has spina bifida, and like everybody else on the team, he, too, doesn't let the condition define him.
What would your message be to folks out there who have a similar condition?
You're not alone, and be open to trying new things. I know for a while I didn't want to do something that was different, and this sport can be a real game changer if you just let it be.
That's why Alex's dad, Jack, says these kids need as much support as possible.
We work really hard to get the equipment for them. A lot of these families don't have the resources, so anytime that we can get any support from the community, it's great.
That's right. Another way folks can support these kids is to come out here and cheer for them. It's absolutely free to attend, and tomorrow's a championship game. Reporting in Taylor, I'm Faraz Javed, 7 Action News.
All right, Faraz, thank you. Well, the cost of filling up your gas tank, it is on the rise in Metro Detroit. The average is $3.30 for a gallon of regular. That's up 10 cents from a month ago and 12 cents in the past week. We found it for $3.29 at this BP station on Telegraph and 12 Mile in Southfield. That said, Gas Buddy reports the price at the pump could surge to $4 by May. The prediction is based on the higher cost to produce summer-grade gasoline and more people hitting the road in warmer months.
All right, who's ready for early retirement? It's up for grabs this year as the Mega Millions jackpot tops $1 billion. No one matched all 6 numbers in last night's drawing, making this the 3rd largest jackpot in the history of the game. The top prize has continued to grow across now 24 consecutive drawings. So the next drawing is Tuesday night. Remember to grab your tickets before then.
Friday, I won.
Oh, yeah?
A one?
$2.
To a whole $2.
Well, I've got a reinvestment
What are you
plan,
going to
so
do?
it's right.
Oh, my goodness.
You recouped your losses.
Yeah,
So
no,
much
I
money.
put it right back in for next week.
Well, that's good because we don't want you taking an early retirement. Not in the
Dude,
month.
I would be so gone so fast, and so would you, and so would you.
But we need you here because it's the coldest month of
Yep,
the year, right? And the
exactly.
snowiest month of the year.
Typically, but we've had no snow in January so far, and we're going to get at least to mid-January without any real threats. So, yeah, if you got some skis or a sled or some snowshoes for Christmas, it looks like it's going to be tough to use those for quite a while. 32, although I did drive by today some of the ski resorts, and they're making snow and they're open, so you can still do your thing. 32 in Pontiac, 33 in Flint, 36 in Detroit. These are the highs of the day. That 33 at Metro is exactly where we should be this time of year for a high temperature. Now it's down to 31. Lapeer's 29, 29 in Howell, 28, one of the colder spots out there in Pontiac. And you see clouds, 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 clouds. Our director's name is Klaus, but these are clouds, 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 not Klaus, Klaus, Klaus. It's a pretty shot of the city, but we're just stuck in the clouds again. At least we don't have the fog and the iciness to worry about on the roads overnight tonight. So current temperatures aren't too far off from where we were earlier. Upper 20s and lower 30s with 33 in the city. And yes, the clouds are still very thick around the entire state. A little break perhaps, I guess, in the western UP, but for us it's going to be like that. So January, the past 10 years in terms of snowfall, in just the month of January, last year we had 8.8. We're supposed to get about 14 for this month of the year. So far 0. 2014, we had 39 inches just in the month of January. But nothing yet. We're still waiting. So we get into Sunday, tomorrow. Clouds are still hanging around here. It's kind of a quiet stretch. More clouds than sunshine, although our big hope, I think, here for sunshine is Monday. Might get a little bit of a few hours anyway of some of that. And then we're back to the clouds here on Wednesday. Thursday, a system starts coming in from the southwest. It's going to be kind of a Thursday, Friday thing, an approaching thing on Thursday, hanging around thing on Friday. It may get cold enough to mix in a few snowflakes there, but I think the vast majority of it is still going to be rain. So this is not the big one anyway. Temperatures overnight tonight are going to be in the mid-20s with 25 in Detroit, mostly cloudy skies, just not much going on, light winds. Tomorrow, more clouds than sunshine, so I'm leaving room there for a little bit of sun every now and then, probably better chances in the afternoon if we can get the breeze to pick up just a bit. If you notice, temperatures aren't going to vary too much again. That's because of the clouds. So a little warmer Monday with a peak or two of sunshine, 41. Could hang at 40 Tuesday. Wednesday's just kind of a blah day. And then at the end of the week, you see here more rain chances than snow chances. Maybe on Friday we mix in a few flakes. Even if we do, it doesn't look like it's going to bother the roads. It's just too warm for that.
All right, not too shabby. I like the forecast. Thank you so much, Dave. Well, making beauty more inclusive.
Just ahead, how a new device is catering to people with limited mobility.
I'm John Matteries with great ways to save money on working out and losing weight in the new year. We'll show you some affordable options coming up.
Welcome to the home of Blackjack with the largest library of blackjack games in the industry. Spanish 21, Live Dealer, Vacation Blackjack, and more. Download the DraftKings Casino app, use the promo code, and get a 100% deposit match up to $2,000 in casino bonus funds.
Join us for our brand new web series, Bernstein's Best Friends. We're teaming up with Michigan Humane to learn the right way to care for our pets. Plus, follow the path to adoption for some dogs who will get a new leash on life.
Dietrich Fur's annual January clearance is now in progress. Dietrich's legendary fashions are reduced 35 to 65%. Sale runs through January.
I'm not a cat lady. I'm a cat goddess. Thanks to Pretty Litter, it's ultra light and odor absorbing. Plus, it changes color to monitor my cat's health. Pretty Litter tells you what your cat can't. Go to prettylitter.com.
Ooh, I love. Totally. But keep swiping. This is so much fun. This makes it so easy. Yes, that was a good one.
Let's go!
Play your favorite slots today and go for the next big jackpot. Sign up now and we'll match your first deposit up to $1,000 plus 200 free spins. Only at GoldenNuggetCasino.com.
If you don't go out in our community, if you don't talk to people, if you don't see what's happening, you can't really be an effective anchor.
We're committed to telling stories that matter in the community. We're committed to providing that. And the in-depth reporting that we do, covering all different angles of the story, it helps.
Our job are to tell the hard news. We can share the good as well, the hope in our community. And I think that's why people choose to watch Channel 7, because we balance both.
Carolyn Clifford, Dave Llewellyn, weeknights at 6 and 11 on 7 Action News.
Somebody has to stand up for victims.
I promise you, I'll protect you.
Weeknights starting at 9, only on TV 20 Detroit.
Many of us are using the new year as a chance to get our health goals back on track. And to do that, you might want to consider new exercise equipment for your home. But before you buy, consumer reporter John Matteries has a few things to remember so that you don't waste your money.
New Year's.
January is busy time here at Play It Again Sports.
Normally just lower weight, higher reps.
Where people like Elizabeth Turner are looking for a new start to the new year.
I don't really want to go outside in the early morning to go to the gym. I'd rather just do something at home.
And this is the time of year many people sign up for a gym membership, but often let them go to waste after just a few months. So instead, a good used exercise bike or home treadmill just might be the answer.
This NordicTrack treadmill we have going for $229.99.
Trainer Victor Gondon says these used benches, treadmills, and ellipticals can cost well over $1,000 new, but
we typically try to price anything used, about half.
Kevin Loria with Consumer Reports cautions, though, when buying used equipment, always ask for a test run.
Try to go for a walk or a jog on it to listen for any odd sounds.
He suggests staying away from machines that are more than 10 years old or machines that come from a commercial gym. For treadmills, he says check for frayed or misaligned belts. Kevin says if it's something new you're looking for, you don't have to pay top-of-the-line prices. Consumer Reports regularly tests treadmill performance, as seen in this video.
We have recommended treadmills, really nice machines that are great even for avid runners that come in at, $1,000.
He says more expensive options likely have newer features like phone connectivity and interactive programs. If you can do without those features, get the less expensive model. The most important thing to remember, buy something you're going to use. If a treadmill's too big for your space, Victor suggests inexpensive barbells or a stationary bike.
Something that's not going to be an expensive coat rack.
That way you stay fit and you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese.
Exciting new technology is on display at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas this weekend. One of the most impressive devices is in the beauty category. L'Oreal unveiled a tool to apply lipstick for people who have limited hand and arm mobility. It's called Hapta, and it uses real-time sensors and motion controls with custom attachments to help stabilize and level a product when it's brought closer to the mouth. The company says the new technology is aimed at making beauty more inclusive. Isn't that something?
That's really cool, like a
Very
gimbal for
cool.
lipstick.
I love that.
I like that a lot. All right, the road to recovery. Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin makes miraculous progress.
Yeah, just ahead, his first public message of gratitude and the big show of support from the NFL.
Was a local judge telling professional guardians how to sell the homes of their wards? Coming up, that judge sits down with me to defend his statements that were caught on camera.
That's my car, totaled in a head-on crash. I know what it's like to be in a serious auto accident. I've been there, and I'll be there for you, too. That's the Bernstein Advantage. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Welcome to the home of Blackjack with the largest library of blackjack games in the industry. Spanish 21, Live Dealer, Vacation Blackjack, and more. Download the DraftKings Casino app, use the promo code, and get a 100% deposit match up to $2,000 in casino bonus funds.
Clients come in all the time and tell me they've paid their premiums to their insurance company for 30 years and never had a claim, and they're not paying.
We hear that over and over again.
And it's my job to help each client beat the insurance company at their own game.
Who's on it with Jardians?
Free. Jump. We're the ones getting it done.
We're managing type 2 diabetes and heart risk.
We're on it with Jardians.
Join the growing number of people who are on it with the once daily pill, Jardians. Jardians not only lowers A1C, it goes beyond to reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease. And Jardians may help you lose some weight.
Jardians may cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardians and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardians with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
A once daily pill that goes beyond lowering A1C?
We're on it.
We're on it. We're on it with Jardians.
Ask your doctor about Jardians.
I was pinned between two cars after a drunk driver hit another car. My leg was completely crushed and needed surgery. The Sam Bernstein law firm fought for me every step of the way and got me a $1 million verdict. That's the Bernstein Advantage.
You're watching 7 Action News at 10 on TV 20 Detroit.
In Michigan, if a court declares you legally incapacitated, a judge can appoint a guardian for you, which means you can no longer make your own medical, financial, or legal decisions. Thank you so much for staying with us. I'm Amira David.
And I'm Mike Duffy. For years, the 7 investigators have been exposing problems in the guardianship system. Now, video taken of a local judge raises questions about the relationship between judges and professional guardians. 7 investigator Heather Catallo has the story.
The very first guardianship story I did was in 2017. It featured a case from Oakland County's probate court and a judge who tried to prevent us from broadcasting our story. Since then, the Oakland County Probate Court has generated the most complaints to the 7 investigators and to the Attorney General's office. One of the main allegations, families say they can't get a fair shake there because they allege the judges too often side with professional guardians.
How can this happen in America?
The 7 investigators have been documenting examples of guardianships gone wrong across Southeast Michigan for 5 years. Probate judges can appoint a guardian for anyone deemed mentally incapacitated. When you become someone's ward, the guardian has total say over your life, including medical and financial decisions.
Do you feel like there should be more oversight of guardians and conservators?
Yes.
Our reporting caught the attention of Attorney General Dana Nessel, who formed the Elder Abuse Task Force and introduced legislation in the hopes of improving the guardianship system.
Don't we owe that to seniors in our state?
But the bills did not get signed into law, in part because of pushback from some key players in the probate courts. The Michigan Guardianship Association battled against the bills, calling the AG's task force a task farce.
It's so incredibly demeaning.
They're not alone. Oakland County Probate Judge Daniel O'Brien wrote a letter to state legislators urging them not to pass the bills. And now the 7 investigators have obtained video of Judge O'Brien at a recent Michigan Guardianship Association conference, talking about the legislation and giving advice to a room full of professional guardians during a question and answer session.
The damage that has been done to this practice that you guys are all in by legislation, by publicity, is just unfathomable.
The video was taken by a conference attendee and later provided to the 7 investigators. One statement that's raising questions centers on the sale of a ward's home. Guardians often ask the court for permission to sell property. They say it's to pay for the ward's care, but the guardians often get paid in the process.
If you've got family members giving you a hard time, if you're concerned about how it might look, I saw a question at one of the earlier sessions about selling a house. Come to me, get authority. And what it does is it protects you. You can blame me. Say, what can I say? The judge gave me an order. I just asked him what to do. And he said, or she said, to sell it.
It's as though he's giving them permission to do something they know that they shouldn't be doing. That's my takeaway from the way that was phrased.
Judge O'Brien says that's not what he meant.
The appearance there is that you're giving the guardians cover to sell the ward's property.
Yeah, I get that. But I might not let them sell it. That's really the thing. I don't know how you want to put it. I was just cutting to the chase. I tell everyone, not just professional guardians, but any family member, you have a problem. You try to work it out with your brother, your sister, your parent, whatever it is, the professional guardian. If you're not getting satisfaction, file a petition, bring it to me, let me make the decision.
In the video, O'Brien often praises the professional guardians in Oakland County, some of whom have hundreds of wards.
The people in my county are wonderful people.
I hear about Oakland County more than any of the 82 other counties. I'm saying that's the perception that people have, is that there is this very cozy relationship between the professional guardians and between the judges, and that regular people are not going to get a fair shake.
Are you as fair to family members as you are to the professional guardians in Oakland County?
I try to be. Yeah. The thing is that if I have to cut somebody off, or if I have to rule against them, they're gonna think I'm being unfair. There's no way around it. But I do my best to remain impartial and just stay on point. And I do that by focusing on the person whose name is on the case.
Judge O'Brien did agree there are problems in the probate system, but he does not agree with the proposed law changes from the AG's task force. He also told us the most important thing you can do if your loved one winds up under guardianship is to speak up.
If you want something, ask me. Put it in writing if you can. If not, show up at the hearing. I'll do my best to follow the law and apply it to the facts.
The guardianship bills are expected to be introduced again in the new legislative session this year. We have much more from both Judge O'Brien and the Attorney General at WXYZ.com. I'm Heather Catallo, 7 Action News.
All right, Heather, thank you for that. Meantime, I am here with Chief Meteorologist Dave Rexroth. Dave, it's nice to have you here on a Saturday.
Nice to be here on a weekend. Go ahead.
Yeah, on not a bad weekend, honestly. I mean, it's not terrible. It's a little cold, but I'd rather deal with that than say, 10 feet of snow.
I got you, but it's actually a little bit above normal. It's just that we had those warm days last week, and so we kind of got used to, hey, this is not so bad. And in the meantime, the average low temperature just keeps dropping. So we get to the 20th of January. From there to the 2nd of February, that is our coldest time of the year, statistically, of the whole year.
So the worst is ahead?
Yeah. Well, I was trying to say it in a nicer way.
Okay.
Yes. We're looking at temperatures in the upper 20s and lower 30s out there right now. The small little blue numbers here are the wind chills, and you can see there's not a big difference. So 31 and 31 actually the same in Detroit and Mount Clemens. Not much difference at Holly there. The point is there's not a whole lot of wind out here to bother you tonight. So as we were talking with Miss David, it's not that bad outside. 31 here, 18 in Marquette. Here's the cold pocket that's been hanging across Minnesota, the Dakotas for about 4 or 5 days. It's only 11 in Minneapolis, 5 in Fargo, but that's just going to kind of stay there. So will be a little chilly. Down in the mid-20s tonight, mid-30s tomorrow, but both of those numbers aren't too far above where we're supposed to be. 20 is the average low tonight. We'll go 25 in Detroit with mostly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, the average high is sitting at 33. The record's 62, but the 33 is the average high, and we're in that ballpark. 33 to 36 is the range tomorrow. Maybe a peak or two of sunshine as we get going. So we have a little warmer numbers coming in on Monday and Tuesday, but I want to talk about the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field. Listen, Green Bay at night in January could be really, really bad, and this is about as good as you could hope for. 20s for game temperatures, not much wind, nothing fall out of the sky, and so for Green Bay weather, that's pretty good. Go Lions. 40s early next week, and another shot of that on Thursday and Friday. Probably more rain than snow at the end of the week.
All right, Dave, thank you. Well, Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin is making remarkable progress in his road to recovery. He's now talking and breathing on his own and returning to social media. In fact, Hamlin tweeted this message tonight, thanking everyone for the love and prayers. ABC's Alexis Christoforous has more on how the NFL is showing support.
Across the NFL, tributes to Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin on T-shirts, posters, and scoreboards, players and fans showing their support. At all NFL stadiums, the number 3 on the 30-yard line, outlined in Bills colors, either blue or red. These homeowners in Lancaster, New York, with their own tribute. And for the first time since his medical emergency, Damar posting on Instagram Saturday saying, "When you put real love out into the world, it comes back to you 3 times as much," adding, "I'm thankful for every single person that prayed for me and reached out."
The Raiders ask everyone to join us in a moment of support and love for Damar and cheer for him and his family as they continue their fight.
The Kansas City Chiefs and Las Vegas Raiders took the field Saturday afternoon in the first game since Hamlin suffered cardiac arrest following this tackle during Monday night's game against the Cincinnati Bengals.
You still have that in the back of your mind, not him going down or anything like that, but just you want to be there for him. There's so much stuff bigger than football.
The Bills play against the New England Patriots Sunday afternoon in Buffalo, where the entire team will honor Damar, wearing his number 3 on their uniforms. The team will also pay tribute to the first responders who they credit with saving his life. The game between Buffalo and Cincinnati will not be completed. The league says not playing the game to its conclusion will have no effect on which clubs qualify for the postseason. Alexis Christoforous, ABC News, New York.
A mural milestone, a mosaic of hope with a special meaning for a pediatric cancer survivor. Still to come, why this beautiful piece of art will forever hold a special place in her heart.
Plus, a midtown move. Avalon International Breads heads to a new location. Coming up next, the reason behind the bittersweet change and why customers won't have to go very far.
Welcome to the home of Blackjack, with the largest library of blackjack games in the industry. Spanish 21, Live Dealer, Vacation Blackjack, and more. Download the DraftKings Casino app, use the promo code, and get a 100% deposit match up to $2,000 in casino bonus funds.
If you've been seriously injured in a slip and fall accident, call 1-800-CALL-SAM today. Fighting and winning slip and fall cases. That's the Bernstein Advantage. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Michigan's first family of law.
When my clients ask for a trusted source when it comes to vitamins and supplements, my answer is always Rebecca's. Being an integrative physician, I regularly partner with Rebecca's to set my patients up for success. When clients need natural support for allergies, I recommend Seasonal 911, an exclusive product you'll only find at Rebecca's. Support their small business while they support your health.
Rebecca's Health and Nutrition Source. We care about your health.
The Karamo Show is all about truth. I'm going to be very vulnerable with you all, and it's something that I've never talked about publicly. No filter.
Did you really text your daughter, I hope you die a slow death?
No nonsense.
Now you're torturing her?
I was at a point where I was overwhelmed. We're not going to play these games. We're getting answers.
Even if you delete stuff off your phone, we can get through.
And finding real solutions.
Anytime you start hearing these excuses, your only response is, I'm worth more.
Join us every weekday on Karamo.
Weekdays at 4 on TV 20 Detroit.
Anyone, anywhere can record crimes as they happen, and we're going to watch them right here. Watch iCrime.
And he came down, y'all. Oh, he's running. What the? Oh no.
Weeknights at 11 on TV 20 Detroit.
This is where your stories and your voice help us get to the truth, where we find real solutions to the issues impacting you the most, where we connect you to the people and resources you need. We are your first line of defense, the biggest stories still developing today, and weather to plan ahead, preparing you for a better tomorrow. This is your news team. This is 7 Action News at 10 on TV 20 Detroit.
An iconic bakery in Midtown is moving out. Detroit's Avalon International Bread's permanently closing its flagship store and will transition to a new space. The bakery, located on Willis Street, first opened in 1997, but they'll soon move to a shared space that's being created inside the Jolly Pumpkin on Canfield Street. The local bakery also has multiple locations, including one downtown on Woodward and another in Ann Arbor that will remain open. 7 Action News reporter Brett Cast explains what prompted the decision and how customers are reacting to the news.
It was 1997 that Avalon first opened its doors here in Midtown, and they'll be closing them by the end of the week. And although this announcement has been met with sadness, the owner said there's optimism in what lies ahead.
Large extra hot almond milk. Thank you. There you are. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
It's been a busy day inside the original Avalon International Breads in Midtown. As longtime customers learn the news, the flagship shop will be no more.
We just saw it this morning on Instagram, and we were all really sad.
Customers like Jessica Ramsey say the original bakery has become a destination in the city, even as it's expanded to more locations outside of Detroit.
I've been coming here for the past 25 years since I was a kid, really, with my parents, even when I didn't live in Detroit, which I now do, and it's just been like an institution to come to.
It's family leaving. It's bittersweet.
Felicia Patrick owns Flow Boutique next door. Sad to see her neighbor of 23 years packing up.
We fed off one another. When they went to Avalon, they came to me. Me to Avalon was like a one-stop shop.
But Avalon co-founder Jackie Victor says the move was necessary.
The idea of taking this experience away from our community that we love so much and that's kept us here really broke my heart, honestly.
Victor says since the pandemic, both the flagship location and their 50,000 square foot production facility have been struggling financially. They'll have to cut some employees as they move down the block to share space inside Jolly Pumpkin.
We're excited. We're obviously sad to say goodbye to a space that really has meant so much to us and to so many people.
Victor says Avalon will have expanded hours and shared seating at Jolly Pumpkin, along with its own Avalon counter, offering many of the same products.
They're not going anywhere, and there's so many more locations, but to have your flagship was
to go. It's sad.
While loyal Avalon supporters are sad, they're also hopeful for the future, ready to show their support in whatever way they can.
This is sort of a rebirth in the sense that people have shown up again and said, we're not going to let you fail. We understand where you're at.
I'm wishing everybody well. I'm wishing all employees well and whatnot, but it won't be the same.
And the new location will be opening in mid-February, but this location is set to close on Sunday, January 8th. If you do plan to come in this weekend, you're asked to order ahead online because it is expected to be busy. In Midtown, I'm Brett Cass, 7 Action News.
All right, Brett, thank you for that update. A pediatric cancer survivor is marking a milestone that reminds her of how far she's come. It's been 20 years since Brenna Hendler helped create the Mosaic of Hope at Corewell Health in Royal Oak. She was 7 at the time and was being treated for leukemia. The yellow stones represent family and friends, and the middle is for the survivors. Hendler visits the hospital once a year for a checkup and always stops by to check out her artwork that's still on display.
And this was my tile that I created. I was really into unicorns when I was younger, so that's all I remember. It makes me happy to remember the times that I've been in treatment, and then I still come back for Late Effects Clinic just to make sure that I'm healthy, and every time I go, I come and see the mural.
That's beautiful. Hendler's parents and siblings also contributed to the mural. She's been in remission, by the way, for 20 years and now works at a daycare center, and we love to see it. Well, Michigan State takes round 1 of its men's basketball rivalry against Michigan this season.
Gina Troutman has reaction from the Spartans and Wolverines from East Lansing next in sports.
Welcome to DraftKings Casino, the home of blackjack. Get in on the thrill of the hit, the split, the double down. Enjoy the largest library of blackjack games in the industry at your fingertips. Spanish 21, live dealer, vacation blackjack, retro blackjack, and much more. Download the DraftKings Casino app, use the promo code, and get a 100% deposit match up to $2,000 in casino bonus funds. Action's so good, why play blackjack anywhere else?
Last